Power from the sun sure is tempting. After all, the energy source is free and all you have to do is harness it cost effectively. But that's been a challenge for businesses and homeowners. Well, now Scalo Solar Solutions is rolling out new technologies that can help. Jack Scalo is President and CEO of the company. Welcome, good to see you.
Thank you.
So I thought Scalo was a roofing business. What got you into the solar business?
Well, Bill, the solar business is a direct complement to our core business of roofing.
And what's driving that? Why? Why does it make sense for a roofing company to get into solar?
Our clients have asked us to find solutions to provide energy and environmental solutions in addition to keeping the water out today.
And so you've deployed not just a little small solar array on the roof of your own headquarters, but this really is a pretty significant demonstration project. What have you done there?
We have 3 different solar technologies in 5 different arrays on our headquarters roof, which are all separately metered and monitored, tied into a weather station to generate data to help commercialize this industry and prove that solar does work in our area.
Well, I know one of the arrays looks like the kind of photovoltaic panels everybody's seen before. They're kind of on a stand or whatever and on an angle. There's 2 other alternative technologies as well?
Yeah, there's 2 others. There's a thin film technology, and then there's a cylinder, like a glass tube, that's on a rack 12 inches above the roof.
Okay. And then in addition to the solar, you're also doing green roof?
Right. There are also 5 different areas of different types of green roofing to provide the environmental solutions that we spoke of.
Well, and I think a lot of people hear, oh, environmental solutions and whatever. Okay, it's a good thing to do. We all know that. We all should be more responsible stewards of the environment. But does it make good business sense? Or are you getting a sense yet whether it can make good business sense to do this?
Yeah, we believe it does make good business sense. The biggest driver, one of the other big drivers, is the stormwater management that people are after, especially in downtown urban settings, and the longevity of the roof is doubled or tripled with the green garden vegetated roofing.
Really?
Right, because the membrane is protected from the ultraviolet attack and the freeze-thaw expansion and contraction, which are the 2 components that deteriorate the roofs.
So you think someday we'll probably have solar and green garden roof applications working together? Are there synergies there as well?
There really are good synergies there. It's common in Europe, and the reason for those synergies is the green garden vegetated roof actually lowers the ambient roof temperature to increase the efficiency of the solar panels. Because
they're electronic equipment at the end of the day, right?
Right, and if we can keep them cool and at a more constant temperature, they're going to produce more power.
Now, you're doing it to run power into your own building right now. Are you seeing the benefits when it gets down to your monthly electric bill?
We are. I commented the other day that my electric bill at the office is the same as it is at my home. Huh. So we've reduced our energy by 55%.
Well, and you think particularly about the solar, though. What happens, when the sun doesn't shine? Do the lights dim in your offices?
No, not at all. I mean, these panels work on light, not heat, and they generate power all year long, even during the winter months.
Really? Even here in our region, around Pittsburgh?
Even in our region. These panels like more of a cooler, constant temperature. They work on light, not heat, and perform well in our region.
Okay, and what happens at night, of course, there's no sunshine, so I presume they're not generating electricity. On the weekends, you probably don't have anybody working there, so what happens to the power that's coming from the roof?
We enjoy that even more on the weekend because it's called net metering, and it's the delta between power generation and power consumption. So all weekend long, our electric meter spins backwards because we're generating power but not consuming power.
So you're selling power into the grid essentially, right?
We're selling power to the grid at retail rate.
Okay, and then when you get your monthly bill, all that's netted out, what you've put in and what you've taken out.
Exactly, and that's really how we recognize the savings, is that we still receive a bill at the end of the month, but it's a smaller bill.
Wow. There's been a bit of a scandal lately. I think everybody's probably heard of it at this point, involving at least one solar technology, this whole business with the federal government putting a, what was it, like $500 million loan into a solar company. It actually is one of the technologies you're testing. I mean, is that a real blow to the solar industry, do you think?
I think it's a setback along the way, but it's just one, it's not uncommon in a emerging industry with new technology to have a company go bankrupt. This particular company is receiving a lot of press because of the public nature of the loan. We believe the technology is superior and will survive.
And then there's alternative technologies
and there are
as well.
Several other alternative technologies too that we have up on our roof, and in addition to that, we've left remaining space on our roof to demonstrate future technologies.
And this really is a demonstration project too. You're tallying all of this up and kind of making the experience publicly available?
We are. Everything is separately metered with commercial subgrade meters, and this information is all accessible to the public. And we also formed an advisory team of academics. The major universities in the area are involved in our project because they're interested in this information. We've had several classes for graduate students with both Penn State and Carnegie Mellon at our facility. And we have a young lady from Carnegie Mellon actually obtaining her PhD and doing her thesis paper on the one array that has the green garden vegetated roofing surrounding the solar panels, which will prove the theory that by lowering the ambient roof temperature, we will increase the efficiency of the solar panels.
Well, really cool. Anybody I know who's been up on your roof has been blown away by the experience and what you're doing there. I assume on your website people can get a look at what you're up to.
Absolutely.
So where do they go?
www.scalosolar.com.
Scalosolar.com. Easy enough to remember. Jack Scalo, thank you so much. Congratulations. Yeah, good luck with it.
Thank you, Bill.
And next up, our region may be cloudy, but we've got plenty of people participating in the solar industry supply chain. Find out who and how as our region's business continues.